Hello, and welcome to our lesson on the core of project leadership. This segment will cover project tracking. The work begins after a project has been planned, estimated, and scheduled. At this point, many teams concentrate solely on this work, only stopping occasionally to look around, roughly ascertain where they are, and return to work. In reality, even the most diligent project leaders can only view the status of a project in intervals. Given how little visibility a team may have into the project's progress, it's challenging to see how the leader can gain more insight into the status of the project's activities. Project tracking involves two steps. When estimating and scheduling, ensure that project tasks have an appropriate level of granularity. In other words, try to optimize the size of work units for trackability. Assign each task or work unit an appropriately sized earned value. Imagine a project with this status. How complete is the project? 40%, 50%, 60%? Based on this data, it's nearly impossible to tell, and trying to answer the question only brings new ones to light. How complete is the build work unit? Does it take a lot more resources or time than user manual production? Now imagine the same project with more information. With this new information, the earned value of each work unit, we can precisely calculate our level of completion by this calculation. It is 31% complete. Earned value provides a uniform measure of progress for the entire project or any sub-element. It is easily compared to other measures such as the percentage of resources expended or the percentage of scheduled time incurred. In the previous example, if 1/2 of our budgeted time has elapsed, it becomes evident that the project is behind schedule. It's time to revisit the visualization tools discussed in the scheduling section. These become even more useful during tracking. The milestone chart can be updated to include actual dates while keeping a consistent format previously seen by stakeholders, so that you know the planned dates are changed as actual milestone dates are recorded. Gantt charts can also be updated to include tracking information, including percent complete data on the bars, and drawing a vertical line to indicate the current date makes it apparent whether the projects are on track or behind schedule. Server-based tools are typically well balanced to include both scheduling and tracking functionality, and often allow users to view multiple reports and visualizations. So what happens after tracking? Because projects rarely go exactly as planned, the tracking process often reveals new information, unplanned delays, inaccuracies in estimating, and unrealistic schedules that you need to address throughout the project. The answer to what happens after tracking is the same as before tracking: planning, estimating, scheduling, and more tracking. These four activities are cyclical, meaning that monitoring curves back to planning. This is the end of this segment of our lesson. In the next segment, we shall discuss risk management. This course is presented to you by South Europe College. Thank you for listening, and see you on our next segment.